All right, so this is the second day. Well, it's the first day that I've been back to the gym since my gastroenteritis, my vomiting, and my crapping. If you're not aware. Yep. So I had this idea yesterday because I went onto the YouTube Studio app on my phone and was checking who was watching what, who was watching my videos, and I saw Dr. Ramani, and I'm like, I'm subscribed to her, but I haven't. I don't. I saw a few of her videos during the COVID lockdown, where she, had like the Pepe Le Pew white streak here, like, you know, letting her roots grow out, and I I was interested in her mostly when I saw her a few years ago when I was learning about narcissism and borderline, and she was on other podcasts. So she was really trying to boost her clout. And I remember seeing a few videos, and she was trying to be the number one go to person for narcissism. Uh, yeah. So lost interest because of that. And that happens with a lot of people. People come on with the whatever their intentions are, and then they get it's like wanting more money, wanting more fame, wanting this. If she does have stuff that's useful, hello, I would gladly go back on. I haven't seen anything, and I've kind of gone past the narcissism thing, anyways. More onto psychopathy, more onto borderline, uh, as I progress. So it depends who's where in their journey. The thing that irked me, because now she's like at 1.26 million subscribers, right? Sam Vaknin, the father of narcissism, well, I say that, the YouTube narcissism, um, has about 200 and somewhat thousand subscribers. And Richard Grannon has about 585 or 485, you know? So she's completing what she's accomplishing what she wants to accomplish. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's good in either sense. It just it just is. Now the thing that irked me is that let me see if this is still valid because I went on her video yesterday, the one where she refers to herself in the third person. Was Dr. Ramney actually the a hole? To me, that screams. What do you call that when narcissists just create this person? They create their false self, like she's creating a personality. It's not like she could have easily written it as was I actually the a hole, and then maybe on the side create Dr. Ramney if she wanted to get into the algorithm of people searching, But she referred to herself as the third person. That was like, yeah, is this really her? This is YouTube. Some people put more of themselves online than others, but it's still a moment in time, so you don't know the complete person. Now, getting back to what really irked me, if I go to this video,
Votre peau, sensible et imprévisible.
okay, ads.
À l'avoine Aveeno Calm and Restore à base de... The script, right?
I was watching up to about 3 minutes. Okay, let me go to the beginning.
Advil pour enfants soulage la fièvre.
And of course another ad. Sorry about that. Okay, skip ads.
Hi everyone, it's Dr. Ramani. Welcome back to this YouTube channel on narcissism and narcissistic relationships and healing and all that. So here's a question today. Is Dr. Ramani an asshole? You can drop in the poll. I'm not reading this. This will break my heart to know what you think.
I'm sure this will break your heart. It just the the forced relatability, like to sound like I'm just nothing. I'm just a simple old past middle-aged lady, and I'm like your grandmother, I'm very easygoing. But I'll stick a knife in your back. You know what I mean? That's the image I get with her. Is like chill down the forced charisma and just be real. Like you don't know how she is in person unless she's done even vlogs. You know, I just get a lot of forced performance. But then again, leaving her roots going for like months during COVID says to me, this is just my opinion, just says to me, oh, hello, just says to me, I'm like you. You see, I can't go to the hairdresser. I can't do this. I can't do that. I don't know. So here is the video, part of it.
But let's lay it out as a story, because this is an Am I the Asshole with me, a real life story, and I think we could learn from it, because after I got out of my rage brain, I'm like, there's something here. Let me tell you the story.
Why don't you film yourself in your rage brain so we see it, as opposed to being very demonstrative, very flamboyant in your way of speaking, as if it's like, oh, I had this happen to me. I'm like you. I'm not perfect. What? It's like, for me, I don't appreciate that. But a lot of people do. This is the thing. If I go to the comments, I'm not going to play this just because there's no reason to. That was pretty much what I want to say. And now every comment, some of the most healing things about Dr. Ramani are her honesty, vulnerability, wisdom, and kind-heartedness. And the username is user-ex4w. You don't know her, and you're not even showing yourself. So like, it's all in like, what is it, like karma to leave like a good comment? All good comments. And then the next one, birthday cake. Not an a-hole, not by a long shot. You're a human being who was under a lot of stress. Blah, blah, blah. Next one. This came at the perfect time. I did a similar thing last week. Blah, blah, blah. Been there, done that. Okay. It's so refreshing that the most... okay. I'm just going to put this here because I'm just going to read them all out quick. Until I get to something that either is asking advice, either is not pertinent. Does she have moderators or whatnot? It just seems like an ecosystem, like a echo chamber of forced positivity, forced flamboyance. Like, girl, we get our roots done at the same place. I'm just like you. Okay, what I got out of this video, two things. Always give people some grace. Okay, this is a less validating, like outwardly validating, like you're a great person, you're this, you're not an a-hole. Who needs that validation? Really? How narcissistic is that? That you're really relying, but she says, I'm not reading the comments, it will break my heart. I don't know. Oh, the only thing we learned from this video is that you are not just a great professional, but a wonderful person. You know nothing about this person. That's like, when people watch their favorite movie star and they think that's how they are in real life. Never meet the people you idolize. But this is the thing. All right. It's amazing how always when handicaps and unexpected problems are raining over your head, there's always that critical person to side-eye making your day. Absolutely not the a-hole. You're whatever. There's a difference between being the a-hole and having a moment. Are you recounting your experience? No, as you are recounting your experience, I felt such compassion for you, blah, blah, blah. When someone has been through so sorry to hear about your lot. Thank you for being so... we have these moments. I got the notification to this video, and for a second I was shocked. I cannot believe anybody would be able to ask you such questions or say such things. I had a moment where getting major work on my I became very angry and felt like I was being taken advantage. And although I was not my best, I still felt like I stood up. Okay, this wasn't bad. So two decent comments so far, and I've skimmed through about 25 or 30. Hi, Dr. Ramani. Your honesty, vulnerability, and self awareness is really powerful. It's supposed to be are really powerful, but whatever. Thank you for telling us your thoughts, anxiety, and anger. All right, I'll give that one a pass. Sounds like having to stand outside. Okay. Girl, that doesn't make you an asshole. It makes you human. Very honest. Thank you for being real. And it just keeps going. We all snap. Expecting service. Dr. Ramani, thank you for sharing your reflections. It just keeps going. I'm scrolling. I'm keeping scrolling. I'm keeping scrolling. Sorry about that bad. It just keeps going. No, you're here. So nice to know. I personally have this. Reminds me of saying, you're absolutely not. We try to. I seldom ever think narcissists just because. I seldom ever think narcissists just because they throw a tantrum. Are you an a-hole? Are you the a-hole? Sure. And yes, we all have our moments. This and then, okay, then you need kindness that day. All right, that's not bad. Can we not have Can we not have empathy towards someone having a bad day? I think anyone would behave that way. We all behave different. Okay. Okay, so those are more generalized comments, which are not critical, but are constructive. They're not, oh, you're not the a-hole, you're a great person when you don't know the person. Thank you for sharing this story. Anyways, it just keeps going. I'm still scrolling. Anyways, I'm going to stop. This is unnerving to me. Yo, you give us so much support. I'm happy to hear your story. Is this a cult? Is this really a cult? It's like everyone who's watching is extremely narcissistic, giving good praise to Dr. Ramani as a person, but they don't know him, in order to receive that in kind. It's like a whole. Am I saying something wrong? Let me know. I haven't watched any of Richard Grannon's videos yet. They've come up, like some of the shorts came up, and they're all about specifically on narcissism and stuff like that. Eventually, I'll get to it when I find something that triggers me. But since we were still on the Sam Vaknin, Richard Grannon's grind, and then I see Dr. Ramani, and I look through her comments, and I'm like, nothing less positive to say about her. Well, I guess what everyone's well behaved. If you don't have anything kind to say, don't say it. But then on the other hand, give lots of praise because it'll give you good karma. What? I don't know. Let me know what you think. And yeah.